Hello, hello. Check it out. Check her out. Got the stupid chains done. And I added a muzzle flash. So we got that part done, baby. Let's leave the head on for now. We gotta connect them to the base. Let me set up real quick, boys. Oh, the buttons. It's gonna be a short one today. We're just gonna try to get the base done. And then tomorrow we should start painting. I just configure a bunch of bull crap real quick here. Oh, let's see. Not able to save. Why was I not able to save? Let's try again. Oh, the difficulties of setting this up real quick. hmm hmm let's do this. Do that. This. That. And save. Boom. This. Give me one moment. Almost done. Almost done. Right. Back. This button. Boom, 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 boom. And then here, I'm gonna be extra lazy and just pop chat open on my phone. Ta-da! Okay, good enough for a stream today. No, no crazy cup today. We're just going for the glass cup today. Water like usual. Okay. Okay. Hang out. Let's see if Jimmy comes in here. We gotta figure out this base. We have to figure out the space. Let me pop open this. Let's pop open that. 1 second here. Just popping open some tabs. Um, do this. Okay. We have to figure out. Well, let me go check see what puppy dog's barking at real quick. 1 second, fellas. Okay, this is just the mailman. We're good. Just the mailman. The dog don't like the mailman very much. He don't like the mailman very much. Okay, we must figure out the base. That is very spawn. I'm pretty happy about this. That's pretty sick, not gonna lie. That's spawn, all right. That is definitely spawn. Our super glue messy chain actually turned out gritty. I kind of like that. Kind of just grit funky. We're gonna try to make the chain glow when we do paint it. I think we'll make the chain glow on the weapons too. I still feel as if there should be chain off his belt, but we're not gonna add it because there's so much crap on here as it is. Okay, let's take his little melon off. We'll still do a helmet, but we gotta figure out this base. So we want him. I want the gun level. So if we want the gun level, let's sort this out here. 'Cause he's kind of pointing down right now. Do we want him pointing down? Do we want him pointing down? Let's say we have some demons down here. What if it just uses arms? Have arms creeping out of the ground? Do we just have these arms creeping out of the ground? Regardless, let's snip this little guy off. Let's snip him off here real quick. Let's just kind of snip him a little bit. This is just some sort of like cheap D&D character. Do we want him? Can we just bend these arms? I bend these arms. Ooh, ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that arm up there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Very dynamic. Ooh, ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah, we can utilize that for sure. Let's snip this one off of here. It's okay if we do a crummy snipping job. We're not going to use half of these guys' backs. What if we get rid of the wings? Let's get rid of the wings. Okay, we got this little demon down here. We have this needs to be angled. What if it was facing outward? Well, that's the thing too. So if we had this one chopped off, grabbing at his base, well, the back of him looks somewhat okay. We need a mount spawn up first. We gotta figure out these little guys. All right, cork. It's cork time. Cork and rocks. We got the army painter rocks and random ass cork. Hobby Lobby cork. Any old cork. So, do we want him angled though? That is the question. Do we want him angled downward? I almost feel like we do. Maybe slightly tilted upward. Maybe slightly upward. Well, let's do this. Let's trim. Let's trim some cork out here. Just gonna do a little rough mark. Rough markage. Little rough markage. Let's trim this. Save all the little bits. It's pretty massive here. So rip her down. Okay, the back of this definitely. Okay, got a little bit on the back here. I'm just gonna rip it like a heathen. Okay, let's see how that looks. Air pressure is on. Okay, and we want to angle this boy. We don't want it pointing down. We want him up slightly. So, how do we want to angle this? Do we want to file this? Do we want to file that? Oh, 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 oh. Put the file now. Yeah, crazy. All right, we need to file an angle on this to cock him just a little bit there. So let's see if I can't. I'm gonna do this off screen real quick. Get the messages down. Might have gotten it a little. All right. How should I? How should I level out this cork easier? Like there's an easier way, boys. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. So maybe figure it out. Let's see. Don't want that. Want him angled down a little? Want him straight? Let's put his head back in and see. Need to keep messing with this stupid little head. I don't want to mess it up. Angled downward slightly. We are angled downward a little bit. Let's see. Set it next to a space. Yeah, I still want him angled. We still want him angled up a little bit. Still want the angle a little bit. Okay. Maybe that's a little. That might be a little bit. What was that little, that little piece of something? Nothing. It's fake. Do you want his head to the left or the right, whatever you want to call it? Straighten the gun out a little bit there. I think I'm okay with that. Got some cabbage and weird stuff in the back, which is fine. Let's line up this piece of cork here. Let's see, we don't quite want that. We want the rocks sticking out a little. Could. Kind of like that little empty patch we can pack in some skulls. Now the question is it tall enough? Could be a little taller. Okay. So maybe a little taller. taller, perhaps. That seems very tall. That seems a little too tall. Too tall, I think. Hmm. Well, well, yeah, I think that's too tall. That's not quite that tall. Or is it not tall? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Yeah, it's too tall. We almost want to go half of that. Okay. So let's do some surgery here and see if we can splice her in half a little bit here. Sorry, it's camera shaking. Can't be helped. My setup is very precarious. There, got half. Got a half a piece. Half a piece. Half a piece. Half a piece, maybe? So I'm gonna smooth this side out now. Okay. So flip that backwards. Maybe I can get trying. There we go. Let's see how's that. Gun is a little straighter. It's a little more upward. I might be okay with that. Might be okay with that. And maybe we rip some of this front out. a little bit of that. Make it a little more interesting, huh? Okay. All right, well, let's glue this. Let's glue these together. Glue these two together. Glue this cork together some. Hold it. Oh, did the glue seep through the bottom of the cork? Oh, lovely. That is not what I wanted to happen. Because it did seep through. Huh. Well, that's silly. Okay, because it's going right there. That's okay. Just put a little glue. Let's not get super glue fingers today. Let's hold that down. And let's grab one of our little pins. Where we put them. There's a few of our tiny little pins. There's a couple. 1, 2, 4. Because we like to try to keep it solid as it can be. Nobody wants their miniature falling apart. Should work. Spawn all the way. Oh, we just bent it over. Okay, throw that one away. Let's do this. Let's do that. I don't want to ruin my snips. Where are scissors? Scissors. Let's not lose that little. I don't want to ruin my snips. How about this? Should have thought about that earlier, huh? Pokey. I don't want pokey. Let's reevaluate our biddage. I don't have my other snips here. Unfortunate. Give me 1 second. Okay, we got it. We got it. Got it. This other one probably won't go in now. Okay. Okay. What's that? Do I really have a piece of cork at the end of my super glue? Got it, got it. There. That bitch ain't coming off of there. Alright, we need the big file. Where did I put that thing? Right. Now we clean up this angle a little bit more. There we go. That's better. That's a little better. Content with that. Let's take his head off of here again. Get the melon out of the way. Yep. And let's glue this bitch down. A little teeter in the middle. Let's chunk out some of the middle here. Now we got it sit flat. Yep. I'm happy with that. Just that small angle, you see it? Okay, we can definitely glue this bastard down. Sort the rest out. Just gotta get him on and solid. I like that it's overhanging a little bit. Good with that. Tons of spots for skulls. Tons of spots for skulls. Okay. Yeah, hopefully get it right spot. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's give him a good push down. Pushing down. Hold. Hold. Just gonna make sure that bitch ain't gonna go. Okay. Let's let that puppy dry some. Let's let her dry some. Let's pull some of these rocks out. These slate looking ones. Let's just grab a few out just because. I don't like these funky looking ones. We'll see if we use them or not. Put some of this cork in here. Yeah. We have a pin left. And we could put one pin in there. Just one. Right about here. One little pin. One little pin. Go. Just to help lock it in a little bit there. I think that's fine. That's fine. Maybe. Maybe we try to pack that back. Nuclear. Okay. I don't like that little overhang. Maybe. Um, pliers. Kind of rip some of this up. So just a little. Rip some of this out. Yeah, there we go. A little more brutal. Do we want to add any of these rockets? Kind of too big. Little rock bits. What about some rocky bits? Yeah, some chunks of shit. Maybe. Let's add a little bit of rocky stuff, of course. It would still stick. You piece of shit. Mm, mm, mm. A couple of loose broken rocks. Maybe a couple little pieces back here too. Just a couple. Hello. How are thy? It's spawn. What do y'all think? It is spawn. Looks good with the head in it. Anyway. Headache just dropped by for a sec before I bait myself into oblivion. Shee. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I won't judge you. I won't judge you. That rock's a little too big. Adding some rocky, chunky bits. Oh, little rocky chunks. Some chunky rocks. It's kind of give you something different to look at. So, I want this little guy's arm to move up. So, we want this guy's arm to move upward. And it's that weird rubbery plastic shit. And I believe we gotta cut his bottoms off. His arms are a little long. And we need to chop a different angle. Yoink. We want some demons and shit coming out of the earth. You know? Look at that. Spawn. Yeah, I think that's cool as shit. Because it's Spawn, right? Jimmy said he wants him down in hell, so gotta have the demons. Gotta have the demons. Yep. I think maybe having that one's arm come off a little bit's cool. Just a little bit down. Yeah, it's kind of nifty. Let's see if I can get you guys to see this little bastard in there. Demon bastard. We need to get just a tiny angle more. Okay, maybe that was the winner. That arm up. Make that other arm grabbing that fucking rock. Yeah. Should we have him touching his foot? Maybe. need to open this hand up a little bit. This is that weird rubbery fucking shit too. This shit always glues weird. Just a little bit. God damn, just blocked it there, huh? Yeah, I think that right there is solid-ish. Need that hand to open up some more though. Let's bend these fingers back. Jesus frickin' what? Oh my God. Hell. Alright. Sorry about my phone going off a billion frickin' times. Let's just try to set this little guy. Get him at least somewhat in position here. Sorry if you can't see what the frick I'm doing. Hey, that's gonna be, let's just hold it there. Hold the line. Hold the line. What time was it? Not bad. Not bad. Right. Little hellspawn action. One demon. One demon. Make sure he's glued in. Let's make sure he's glued in decently. Yeah. One demon glued in. Nice. Nice. I like that a lot, actually. What about this other demon? What can we do with him? His one arm's not bad. He's a little more stiff than the other guy. Kind of want another demon up front, though. It only makes sense, huh? I have to cut his legs off, too. Let's just snip his torso. Oop. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this guy. Let's grab him by the head. Got him. What can we do with this guy? I think we cut that arm off. Cut this off right here. Yoink. Angle his torso a little bit. Yoink. Grab him by the head. Just a little bit of that rock's in the way. A little bit of that rock. Slow demon again. He's a little smaller guy. Get that rock out of there. Spin that arm down a little bit. Oh, be careful. A lot of dangly bits. A lot of dangly bits. Yeah, maybe this one's looking up at him. Yeah, I like that. And this one's looking up at him. Could we ankle him a little more? No? No, I think that's pretty much it. Could turn. Yeah, kind of like that right in there. Right there. Just looking up at him. Yeah, right there. Add some glue on this boy. Got by the neck pretty good. And somewhere in there. About right there, maybe. Little demon looking up at him. And we hold. Right in there. Oh no, we glued our finger to the fucking. We got super glue leakage. We have a super glue leakage. Ripping my skins off today. Now, I've been messing with the super glue lately. I gotta be careful. Once upon a time, I glued all my fingers together like that. With this ultra thin. Be very careful with the ultra thin. It flows faster than water, it seems. Demon boy. Got two demons there. I feel like we need something in the back. need something in the back. Do have a wing. Maybe we have something popping out of the backside here. Get rid of the knots. Let's see what other kind of little creatures we got here. You got that demon dog. He's a little too big though. Little too big though. Same with this guy. He's too big. Yeah, that demon dog. Mm, it might be too big. Let's see what else we got. Got a freaking hand. Got a skeleton. Doesn't fit the that's been done. Oh, a little bat back there. A little bat crawling out of that freaking rock. Mm, I had something down there. There is a good spot there. What do these dogs make? Um, I don't think I got any other little demony bits. Come on, no, guys. You kind of funny. Pop it out of there. Yeah, but I can't do that either. Could we chop this thing up? No. Yeah, good. Yeah, let's see. Let's see that one. No, I don't really have any more demon heads. Unfortunate. Dang, a couple of different baths. I mean, a little bat coming out of there, maybe. Let's see if we can't chunk this apart. Get a little bat demon sticking out underneath there. Maybe. Let's play with that for a sec. Have another little critter back there. It'd be cool. That could be cool. Let's Let's remove the rocks we put in. Uh-oh. Careful. This my snibs up. Be careful. Gotta be careful. There's a lot of little pieces in there. A lot of little dangly bits that could potentially break. Alright, can we squeeze this back in there? Do some trimming. That piece went flying. New brush is great so far. Keeps a point and holds a lot of paint. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's real good. Is the artist opal one? Is that the one? The artist opal. Yup, the artist opal. On this one, they kind of just broke into a bunch of pieces. Didn't mean for it to. Cheap little model chunks. Cheap model chunks. Half is missing. Mm, pick those pieces up like that. Dog eating them. You don't want the puppies eating this stuff. Where'd that one go? Yeah, we'll step on it like a Lego later on. I don't think that's worthy. I don't think that's worthy. Oh, okay. So, I wish I had another one of the little demon looking dudes. My demon dog. Uh, no, no. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's just put this rock back again. Let's just put a rock back here. Yep. Let's just put this rock back here. Let's put that rock right there. We'll put some skulls and stuff. We do have demon skulls. Skull box time. Let's tidy up a little bit with all this debris, all this garbage out of the way here. Okay. Let's see what kind of skulls we got. We have some demony skulls in here. Let's see. We got orcs, got aliens. We do have some demon skulls. They're a little too big though. Human skulls. Dude, that's like a demony skull. Mm, let's take a peek at this one. Take a peek at this one real quick. Oh my gosh. All right, let's take a look now. It's too big. It's too big. I just need one human. Let's pile up human skulls. Those are too big. We could add some sort of a cyclops, right? Grab the cyclops. Okay, it sits right there, huh? Sits right off the edge a little bit. I kind of don't mind if it sits off the rim a little. What a pain in the ass to hold the shit though. Dude, maybe. Alright, let's get that little bird off this thing. losing my mind. Losing my mind. Losing my mind today. I prick. Yeah, okay, okay. Oh my god, I hate these skulls. What a pain in the ass. No, it wants to be an asshole. Alright. We're not dealing with that nonsense. We're not dealing with that nonsense. Let's snip a bunch of these skulls off. Just a pile of skulls. I don't care which ones. Skulls. Broken skulls, derpy skulls. Containers, half skulls. Pile up the skulls. Regular skulls. Skulls. These ones are pretty cool looking. Maybe grab a few of that. Yeah. No. I'm not even putting this shit back in the box. I'll just not move it right now. We're not in the mood. We're losing our patience today with these little itty bitty bastards. The littlest of idiots bitties. I like the skull so much. I want him there. So we chunk off the back of the cranium. That one will fit. We will definitely put it there then. Skulls. All the skulls. Boy, they are hard to hold though. Skull, skull, flipped up skull, half skull. Oh, the skull and that skull. Oh no. Of course. We will get there eventually one day. There, right, right about there. Skull. Skulls. Who's that derpy looking one? Yep, derpy skull. Cutting the backs of these skulls though. Just make them sit a little flatter. They don't quite have the room. Derpy skull. Derpy skull. Derpy skull. All the skull. Let's cut some more of the backs of these craniums off. Too much cranium. Too much cranium. Oh my god. Skull. Perfect placement. Perfect little skull right there. Wow. Okay. What else can we do here? Get rid of that rock. Put a skull. Skull. Big skull. Where are my tweezers at? Why am I using pliers? You know? Why are we using the wrong tool? There we go. Yeah. Why are we using the wrong tool? Because we are smart. Yeah. Skulls. So what are we gonna do for the base? Are we gonna try lava? Flaming lava bits? Flaming lava bits? This might be able to just drop it and it flipped upside down. Classic. No. Flip. 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 There we go. Right. Oh no. It's floating around. Asshole. Right about there. Okay. And I wonder if this one squeeze right into there. Oh, it can. Yeah. Yeah. Now, the face showing. You little bastard. Just gonna leave it there. Right there. Don't move it. Skulls. All the skull. Yeah, we'll maybe put one more in there. Which one wants to be the victim? This one. This one wants to be the victim. Are you doing green and black themed? Green and black. Yes, he is. Um, well, green and is like his powers green. Like his powers, I'm gonna have his chains um glowing green. The armor, obviously black and red. Red cape, green eyes, glowy green chains, fire explosion. Got the skulls and the demons coming out of the ground. Yeah. The real question is, should I try to pull off a little lava-y, fiery bit? Like we start with the skulls and we start adding little wispy, fiery bits. What time is it? So we didn't use all the skull. Let's see these skulls. This stuff over here is junk. Skulls. We just could do our wispy fire stuff on the ground. Be a little bit. We could do that. Black and green theme. Yes, he will definitely be black. Black, green, red cape, red pieces of armor accents, silver, blood, gun shooting, fiery lava-y bits. Yes, I do have the crack paint, crackle paint. The thing is, we have so much bullshit already on the base that it's not gonna be very readable. As far as lava-y bits go, because I need to blend it all once this glue dries. And once it's blended, do we do our little wispy cotton flames? Running out of time for the night too. Let's just kind of mock up a little fire guy. So you make a little fiery wisp. Could add like some little flamey bits. It's kind of blowing out rather than lava. Just kind of have some fiery, wispy stuff. You know, try to squeeze in some little flames here and there. Maybe nothing too crazy. It's a small base. It's already freaking packed. He's already got a ton of stuff going on. Grab his little face. Destroy this shit, man. Little face he put. Something like that. Could add. We could add some. Maybe just a couple. One on that one backside. Up front. Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably have to finish. I think I'd just do wispy fiery bits, and obviously I'll do the crackle paint, but maybe I can add a little couple crack lines of like lava. Just a couple little glowy crack lines, and maybe add just a little. We'll try to do like a what do you call it? I don't have any other paint, but more of like a red tone, black and red tone, almost like a Mars colored, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's just wispy bits. The wispy bits are a bitch to make. It's basically take this and then you just slather super glue on the frickin' thing. And I am super glued out. Not out of super glue, but I'm sick of using it right now. I'm struggling with this shit last 2 days. Let's just do one wispy bit. Let's see. Because them chains kicked my ass yesterday. But the problem is, we super glued it, but we gotta let it dry. And it takes a billion years. You can't set it anywhere. Then once it hardens, you got a nice little wispy bit. You can paint to look like flame. One of them super slow processes like that fucking chain yesterday. Ugh. Yeah, I think the demons sitting there is pretty cool though. I think the demons there are pretty cool. Just a couple fucking demons. I think that's pretty fucking badass though, guys. Not gonna lie. I think that's fucking sick, huh? That is definitely a spawn. Warhammer freaking mix. Making wispy bits. Oh yeah, wispy bits. Yeah, 100% spawn. No doubt in my mind. Just that gun alone. You like the little muzzle flash I made? Just a little explosion. Eh, did that before. I did that when dinner was cooking. Oh, hurrah, Jimmy! Look who it be. We're making wispy fire bits. Oh, damn, that's sick. Yeah, give me one moment. Let me see if I can set wispy bit down now. Okay, wispy bit's cool. Let's show it off to Jimmy. It's, his head's not permadon or anything, so we'll be looking slightly to the left. Let's try to hold this. Right, it's definitely spawn. And then we got these fucking little demons coming out of the fucking ground. One's looking up at him. Just got skulls. Lots of skulls. Hand gripping it. Oh, the back. The chain's kind of poopy gnarly, which is totally okay. We can get the camera to stop being a bitch. It's kind of poopy gnarly looking, which is fine. That one chain turned out really solid. Like, that's how it should look. It just fills in the holes with the super glue. But that trouble child yesterday, I had hell trying to get that fucker to stick. Which is totally fine, because once it's painted, it's gonna just look like it's gritty as frick. But yeah, it should look more like these. Shows you a little muzzle flash, just a little piece of poo-poo on there. But yeah, the same way his eyes are, I'm gonna do all the chain in that same glow, I think. All the chain. All the chain in that glow. So yeah, not much room for lava, but I will do fire wispy bits. But yeah, that's totally spawn, dude. I ain't none of them shit fucking just paint a chaos marine and his paint scheme and call it spawn. Nah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Gotta have his true face in there. Gotta have his chains in there. Gotta have his collar popped, you know? Now, ideally, I'd have the sword that he cut, was it Malbosia's head off? If I had that sword, now we'd be talking. But I want to do the axe. There was a pretty cool sword in that box. That might be more Spawn-esque. I want to show you. Um, but I kind of don't want to steal, like, it was like this one. I kind of don't want to steal a bunch of these bits. because I still have the whole army. Everything on spawn was extra except for one of the characters. So I still have the whole army I can build, and I didn't steal anything important to make spawn. I'm just converting one of the characters. So I don't want to keep like hacking cool pieces off for another character. But I think that axe fits anyway. Yeah, yeah. And no chain weapon, but or chain sword, but it's on his backpack, Jimmy. It's on his backpack. We got the bullets coming out too. Yeah, hopefully I can paint them decent. Lots of bullets. All these bullet casings came from Gazgul model. On the Gazgul model, I didn't use all the bullet casings. So I wanted to save them for occasions like this. Alright, first wispy bit. Is it dry? No. Like I said, these wispy bits take forever to dry. Try not to set aside though. Let's try to make 3 wispy bits before we call it a night. I don't want to stay up super late. It's already 10. Cotton, cotton. Just play with the cotton. Twist it until you get a wispy, fiery bit. Sometimes they're assholes, so don't worry about one end. We're just trying to snip it. Wispy. Yeah, that looks wispy. Alright, and we do just a little super glue. Right? That. And if anybody watches this and does this at home, don't be surprised when you add super glue to cotton. If it starts to smoke a little bit, it's fine. The super glue just kind of burns some of the cotton bits, chemical reactions and stuff. It'll be fine. It smokes a little bit, just don't breathe it in. Kind of smells like chemicals. It'll be all right. It's just highly flammable at that point. Probably breathed in worse, so it's fine. You'll be all right. Should I breathe in at work? Ain't nothing. Say nothing. So yeah, we gotta hold this and let it set up. It takes a billion years. That's how it was with that little little goblin guy in the lava I did. I think this opens my eyes up to well, Spawn suits Warhammer like universe as far as like that gritty, grim, dark kind of, but it opens my eyes to maybe think about other characters. Like what other characters would be fitting of a Warhammer conversion? Like Spawn's just so fitting to that. What other characters very suited for that kind of armor shit? Or is there any other models besides armored guys that kind of look or have the vibe of a character? Like, is there a Chaos Marine that looks like Evil Ernie or something close? You know? Or is there a ninja style looking one and we can make a Deadpool without using the Marvel protocol? Not that you've seen. Oh no, Wispy Bit fell. Don't glue to my mat. This is where before I said I should probably invest in getting some activator. That way I could just go psst, psst. See why those guys have that stuff now. Makes perfect sense. It's good enough to set down. Oh, you can't see shit. Let's be bit. See a Wispies? Just a couple little wispy flames. Hi, puppy dog. Move this keyboard out of your way. I know. We might have to end it though. Can't deny Mr. Puppy Dog. He was a good boy today. Okay, let me put some stuff away, Mr. Puppy Dog. He was a good boy and lay down all night. Took his nap. He didn't walk around pouting. Let's move some stuff. Snips. soft. Yep, we'll make more wisps tomorrow. I was hoping to get the base done today, but I got a late start. We got a late start. We'll finish the base tomorrow and prime it. I got a late start because I made the muzzle flash while dinner was cooking. And I made the muzzle flash, got the chain locked in, and primed it after I ate. And blah, blah, blah. What you guys think? Pretty badass, huh? Badass. I'm pretty excited about that. I think those two little demons I added fucking like were on point. Glad I had some lingering cheap models from Celestine that I built. Get to use them. It's nice having just an onslaught of little bits and pieces to use since I don't 3D print nothing. We either use a model or we try to make it ourselves instead of just 3D print and just glue it on. And probably looks better, but I think I kind of like making either using existing models or finding little stuff like this little hobby chain or making my own little fire or my own little muzzle flash, cutting up the arms, and it's fun. It's not bad. Pain in the ass though, Jimmy. It's a pain in the ass. Holy crap. Between that chain yesterday and these damn skulls and holding shit, and then earlier today, before I was on, the um, the bullet casings, I grabbed it and pinched and bent the bastards down, and I had to fix it. It's like this model's very like I'm gonna have to be careful not to ruin anything. So maybe if this works, maybe I have to hold it on here. I think it's too big. No, it fits. But maybe I actually have to use my handle this time. Maybe we'll use the handle this time and not touch it. I'm not used to holding the handle because I'm used to having my hand up here. But if I have my hand up here, I'll have to change my camera setup. So I'm always on the edge of the table right here, holding it. And then on the edge right here with the other hand painting, sitting on the edge of the table. So if I'm in farther, it feels wrong. That's why I have never used this frickin' thing. I tried once. It's pissed me off. Okay, boys. And we'll do the rest tomorrow. And we'll prime the prick. We'll see if we're able to paint anything. Probably not. Probably not. because we didn't get the base done, and we gotta add some grit. We gotta add our crackle earth. Gotta add our crackle and stuff in there too. So that takes like I let it dry overnight normally. So we'll finish up tomorrow, boys. I'm done. I'm out. Enjoy your night. Nighty night. Keep your butthole tight. It's been Blue Rebel. See you next time. Peace, boys.